don't think points will mean anything by the time this fight's over. But Frank
The idea of fear has always followed Mike Tyson like a shadow, not because he felt it, but because the world projected it onto him. Fear was what Tyson inspired in others, what made grown men hesitate in the ring, and abandon game plans the moment the bell rang. Yet somewhere between the chaos of late-night negotiations, wild press quotes, and a matchup that never materialized, a strange narrative took hold. People began whispering that Mike Tyson might have been afraid of Bob Sapp. Not intimidated by skill, not outmatched by technique, but overwhelmed by sheer size, brute force, and the unknown. It became one of boxing's strangest myths, a question mark hanging over two careers that thrived on destruction. This story is not about a fight that happened. It is about a collision that should have happened, one that existed vividly in the imagination of fans across the world. At its heart was a clash of eras, styles, and philosophies. Mike Tyson, the embodiment of precision violence, forged in the streets of Brooklyn and refined under Cus D'Amato's watchful eye, versus Bob Sapp, a walking spectacle of mass and mayhem, a former NFL lineman turned combat sports attraction who seemed to bend the rules of physics simply by stepping into the ring. By the time the rumors of a confrontation began circulating, Tyson was no longer the undefeated terror of the late 1980s, but he was far from finished. He had secured 4 victories in his last 7 bouts and, after the crushing loss to Lennox Lewis, had rebounded with a decisive knockout of Clifford Etienne. The fire was still there. The explosiveness remained. Tyson's reputation, however, had shifted. He was now seen as vulnerable, unpredictable, dangerous in ways that went beyond boxing. Every fight felt like it could either restore his legend or deepen the chaos surrounding his name. On the other side of the world, Bob Sapp was becoming something entirely different. In Japan, combat sports rewarded spectacle as much as results, and Sapp delivered both in overwhelming doses. Weighing well over 350 pounds, with muscles that looked sculpted from stone, Sapp did not resemble a traditional fighter. He looked like a force of nature that had wandered into the ring by accident. His record, filled with losses, somehow